Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing Gruul, Aggro, and Ranked MoM Standard. This deck did really well for me today, and I built it with a certain intention in mind, and it performed pretty well, and that was to beat Mono Red, because, quite frankly, I'm tired of losing to Mono Red these days, and when I'm building decks, that's always on my mind. So there are a couple things I did specifically to combat that, which is different from how I usually build this deck. Number one is play with fire in the 1-drop slot. Often I go for a very creature-heavy Gruul deck, including 4 copies of the Ascendant Pack Leader, because everything scales really well off of creatures. Kumano scales with creatures, Beastcaller, Adaptive all scale with creatures. Halana and Elena likes creatures to target, so in general, a creature-heavy strategy does tend to perform pretty well, but I wanted something a little bit more defensive. Play with Fire can pick off pretty much any mono-red creature, and there are also some important 2-drops to kill in general, right? Or at least 2 toughness creatures, like Brutal Cathar dies to play with fire, and Valiant Veteran, both those in Soldiers die to play with fire, so I like that in here, even though it's a little bit less synergistic with our other creature scaling stuff. In the 2-drop slot, I just wanted as many 2-mana 3/3s as possible, or at least 3 toughness, because again, it doesn't die to play with fire off the bat versus mono red. Still dies to lightning strike, still dies to, you know, some pumped up Monastery Swift Spear type stuff, but for the most part, it at least doesn't die immediately when it comes down. Wayfinder's got 3 toughness, helps you hit your land drops. Beastcaller comes down as a 2/2, so it can get picked off, but if it survives to the next turn, it becomes a 3/3, which is nice. Negotiator's effectively a 2-mana 3/3. Again, it can get picked off in between the trigger to add the backup one, but it is effectively a 2-mana 3/3. And a Jar, just 2-mana 3/3. That's all. That's all I care about. Just survive, play with fire, and keep some bodies on the board to stabilize against mono red. 3-drop slot is where it really starts to come together. The Bloated Contaminator is a 3-mana 4/4. That's again really hard for mono red to kill. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, including via its trample damage, you proliferate, which is very good in this deck. We have lots of counters via the Adaptive, Kumano, Beastcaller, Negotiator, Miglos even has counters, and you get counters off of Halana and Elena, so all that pairs really well together, and a 4/4 body does hit quite hard and defends very well. 2 Kodamas in here. Number 1, it does have Reach. A 3-mana 3/3 with Reach does block Mono Red Phoenix Chicks and other various pesky flyers, but also, of course, it grants all of your modified creatures trample, which is pretty big in this deck, allows you to get past some decks that would otherwise try to chump block you, and then also helps thin your deck of lands and ramp you. Although generally, at this point in the game, if you already hit your 3rd land drop, you don't really need that more, so it's less about ramping and more about thinning your deck. And lastly, Miglos, another 3-mana 4/4 like the Contaminator. Probably a little bit less valuable than the Contaminator because the proliferate on all your counters is quite good, but if you remove an oil counter, it gains Vigilance and Menace. That can make it a pretty good attacker and blocker. And then 2 oil counters you can sneak through for lethal, give it +2/+2. 3 to remove, you know, Artifact or Enchantment could be relevant against certain opponents as well, but that's fairly pricey, 3-mana to do that. And then lastly, 4 copies of Halana and Elena on top. There are lots of good 4-drops, including Thundering Raiju, which is very aggressive, Doomscar Warrior, which is kind of, you know, a value trade type thing, but again, I just really value the First Strike and the Reach. First Strike shuts down a lot of mono red stuff, and Reach shuts down Phoenix Chick, and both those things are important. And of course, if you can get this thing to stick around and start putting +1 counters, especially on like a Vigilance creature, then you can really go to town and get some damage through. So very intentional way to build the deck. Had a lot of success with it today. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play, looks all right to me. Fast land, no 1-drop. Hiya. All right, Beastcaller. There's Stick, so we see something here. Cut down immediately. Harvester. Cannot pick off our next creature, though. Give him the Contaminator treatment here. And try to start proliferating on this thing. Fable. Play with fire, eh? That is enticing. We go Miglos play with fire. Let's try it. Get a tiny bit of proliferation value. I doubt they want to block here, but we'll see. Oops, they do eat it. And we can wait on combat for their turn. Submit. Do we want the Fable to go any faster? I don't think so. It's not selected, right? Shouldn't be. Alright. You get the draw discard. We'll probably try to pick off the oh, it's a Trax. Yeah, we're definitely gonna pick off the 2/2 then. To combat. Let's not go to combat. Let's keep you off the turn 4 reanimation. Good. Next Harvester can eat one of the 4/4s. Right, they eat the Maze Crusher. We do get to Halana Elena. It does die to cut down though. They tap out. Been a duress. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can adapt to Contaminator here. All right. Hit them a little bit, proliferate a little bit, and get ready for the big turn. Do they Atraxa here? They gain haste, so they can copy the Harvester, sack both, pick off both Contaminators. Or at least sack one. We'll see if they do both or not. One Contaminator down. Let's see if they take the other one or not. But they are stuck on 4 lands here. Nope, not anymore. They just don't have the reanimation spell. Alright, they go for that one too. That's pretty interesting. They have backup in hand. Why do they do that? Not sure. We don't have too many choices about this. Play this guy out. Get the sense they have removal. We'll see where they point it. Cycle the blood token. Bin a land. That might be all though. Swing for 5. Down to 7. Okay. I mean, they don't have to have the reanimation spell. They don't cycle anything else though. That bodes pretty poorly. I guess that means they have everything they need. It's another Harvester. Copy again. Kill Helana and Elena, supposedly. Pick off you. That's interesting. The fact they didn't use both blood tokens to cycle. It's kind of interesting. Been a land. Couldn't they have done that last turn? Maybe they top tech the Harvester? They wanted to keep enough blood tokens around to be able to pick off the 5/5. Okay, keep it coming here. Can't complain too much about trample. We do have first strike off the Helana and Elena, so we'll get in there. Okay, block there. We have first strike. Cycle a blood token. They can look for cut down. Brotherhood End. Not big enough to kill everything. They drop to 1. Proliferate up to 5 poison. 6 poison, rather. Not that that really matters. We do have a 7/7, which does trade with the Atraxa. Okay, if they get Atraxa, we do have a 7/7, potentially a 9/9. They can get untapped land and a removal spell. They could kill the Contaminator here. And make us very sad. Go for the throat and untap land. Yeah, so that's tough. That's probably game. That is in fact game. 1 point of damage short. Yeah, go for the throat. Hit the land. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, I can't tell you how happy that just made me. Oh my goodness. Screw you. Oh, that was good. Oh man, that felt good. On the draw, no 2-drop, but we do have play with fire. Azorius do nothing. Fast land on 1. Soldiers. Alright, well, if we're gonna do this, we have to do it now. So it's gotta go face, and we'll try to hit a 2-drop off of this. That's okay. I mean, we can cast it this turn, take out Thalia, I suppose. We'll keep it. Slows them down a bit. Let's get to our 3 drops on time. Okay. End here. Siege Veteran. I guess we care more about that versus the Thalia. It's not like we have any non-creature, that many non-creature spells in the deck. Alright, Veteran down. We eat 2. Land for turn. And Contaminator's pretty nasty. Into Helana and Elena next turn. We'll try it like this. They can always Cathar this thing. But if we can proliferate onto itself, it's going to be a massive trampling creature every turn. It's Morel. She's a big girl. I think we try to discourage. It's tough to say if Helana Elena's better or double spelling here. But this is pretty interesting because if they don't block, we do get to proliferate. They don't block. Okay, They keep the Morel. Morel's actually not insane right now, just because they don't have that many soldiers yet. But let's see how many soldiers they played this turn. Alright, here comes the Cathar. I think they take the Contaminator here. No, they take the Miglos because they want to get in with Morel for free. Now they have 4 soldiers. Alright. A lot of 1/1s acquired. It's unfortunate. I think it's got to be Helana and Elena here. Get you really big. See if they want to trade everything off with you. They eat it all. We proliferate again, make the adaptive a 4/4 now. See if they have the next Cathar lined up. They don't. It's a veteran though, which is annoying. Let's see if they attack with Morel again. Just get infinite blockers here. Make you a 4/5 anyway. Oh, the pain, the pain. They're thinking about not attacking though. They have to attack. They just get 9 more 1/1s. I don't even think we block here. Then we look for some weird win con we can actually play with fire our way to victory. With our land, let's just double spell. I mean, we can force a lot of trample damage. It just doesn't get through all of their 1/1s. Oh man. Maybe we can blow them out a little bit. Alright, counters here. We try to send everyone in there and strategically use to play with fire. Jump there. So one thing we can do is play with fire the Brutal Cathar. To get back a 4/4 blocker if that's what it takes. Seven, 6, 5. Okay. So they're just trying to kill this one guy. You just have lethal play with fire, right? No life gain abilities? Okay. Looks like we actually get there then. Very interesting. Oh my god. Wow. Did not expect to get there. But I'll take the W. Play with fire to the face. Sure. Oof. Did not deserve that win. I mean, we earned it versus Morel. Playing a non-tier 1 deck, but that was a tough one. Well, we're dependent on the Wayfinder to hit land. Well, it says hello, the Kingpin. Hello, Kingpin. No 1-drop for us this game. Soldiers, okay. Harping on 2. Fine. Fast lands on our side. Wayfinder down. Definitely have a number of ramp capabilities in hand. Depends if they interact with us at all. E3. Luckily, Helana and Elena can block the flyer at some point. Swing here for 2. They probably flash in the 1/1s. Yep, there they come. They actually take a chump. That's pretty surprising. I guess they don't want to help us ramp. We'll give them the 4/4 treatment. Have plenty of mana at this point. Just get him for as much damage as possible. Another 3 to the face. They might be stuck on land this turn though. Do nothing. It's definitely Helana and Elena on our side. Probably just try to make the trampler really big. If we put it here though, we pretty easily get in with everyone. Even if they flash in 2 more 2/2s, they can't block that well. Swing here. Let's see if they have more 1/1s for us. Jump there. Zephyr Sentinel. Bounce this thing. Down 16. Take the proliferate. Frontliner. I mean, they're getting close to just pressing us for lethal. We do have reach off the Helana Elena. No attacks on their side. I think we start with a Kodama here. The reach is kind of nice. I think it's just these two. Yeah, let's leave back the first striker and the Kodama reach. Eat it all, drop to 5. Can they sneak out the Harbin win is the question. Sure, trigger's fine. Trigger's fine. Proliferate. That actually could be helpful to sneak through lethal. We'll leave that on top. Alright, Cathar's a good draw for them. But I think we're gonna get him here. Alright, they can take you. We can go Miglos with Halana and Elena next turn, plus play with fire. Here comes the Miglos. Haste. It's a lot of trample damage. Kodama doesn't have trample though. I think it's everyone plus play with fire. We'll get there. Chump 3 there. And they scoop, yeah, no way for them to block. Nice, win against soldiers. Always much appreciated. 2-lander on the play. Not looking too bad here. Fast land, adaptive, turn 2 Beast Caller, turn 3 Kodama, grow both, ramp. Have to hit that 3rd land drop though. Zatio on white soldiers. I don't know if we give up the adaptive so soon. I guess we could also play with fire and Kumano this turn. It's not awful. Kumano here. And jam for 1. Initiate. That's all though. Not an amazing draw on our side. It's just the Beast Caller here. This comes into 3-3. And really would love to hit that 3rd land drop. Is it Cathar time? So it's not just soldiers. It is Cathar time. I take the Beast Caller here. Do nothing, we get a 3rd land drop, which is nice. All this is nice for a lot of reasons. Get the Kodama down, grow the adaptive. Swing with everyone here. Eat it all, we get to ramp the red source. And set up for Halana and Elena next turn. This screen always annoys me. It's hard to... It does not immediately select one as you scroll over it. Okay, Pump Squad. That helps them a little bit. I think it's a Halana and Elena turn. All these are pretty good attackers at this point. Let's put it on the Kumano. I don't think they want to block anything, really. I think all this is fine. Trade there, gain some life. Trade there, give us back the Beast Caller. Alright, that means we get to continue to ramp here. Trigger, trigger. Take more green for now. Okay, thin the deck of land. Opponent has a Thalia. A Selfless Samurai. Okay, they can leave another creature indestructible. We're just plowing forward here. And the Wayfinder. Yeah, we'll try to game with the Wayfinder this turn as well. Off the hasty Halana and Elaine trigger. Not bad. Counters go here. Give him at least this. I think we keep Halana and Elena back. We'll get a nice surveil off the Wayfinder, hopefully. Okay. Interesting, they don't sack the Samurai anyway. When it drops to 1, we actually don't need that. Scoop. Sweet. Worked out pretty well that game. On the play, this looks okay. I've seen better, but I'll give him the 2-mana 3/3 treatment. Azorius. We draw the Kumano late. Still think it's Negotiator here. Okay. Between Kodama and the Contaminator, I think we go Contaminator here. Farm hand. Alright, so some kind of Azorius mid-ranger control, most likely. I think plan is the same. Get the Contaminator down. And start proliferating. Swing in. I guess proliferate is only when this guy gets in, but that's okay. Well, they do nothing here. We'll try to Kodama this turn. Leave open a red for Kumano after the fact. Go ahead and counter you. And they tapped out, so we'll go ahead and Kumano here. Ping it for 1. Swing in. If we proliferate the Kumano, we lose the value off it, but we get the 2/2 faster for next turn. I don't think we want that. I think I just want to keep the big creature. Alright, that's pretty good for them. They don't sweep this turn, though. Probably a Halana and Elena turn. See if they have Make the Spear ready for us. Not yet. We'll buff up the Trampler. Alright, it's quite a lot of damage. Easy chump there, drop to 9. We don't need to proliferate onto the Kumano again, because it just gets swept up. Augury, okay. Let's leave you. I mean, big board and get trample off Kodama, so the question is, do they sweep here? Nope. Okay. We could find lethal this turn. A veteran. They're all tapped out. I think we get there then. The Kodama trample, plus we now have extra burn damage to the face. Most importantly though, everyone has trample. Which should get us there. Or if not there, then very close. Yeah, we can give you haste as well. And they scoop. Dodge a sweeper. This is pretty nice. On the play with double Kumano. Okay. Little bottlenecked on red, so we'll try to use as many red spells per turn at the beginning. Just so we don't get caught unable to do things later. Okay, hit the red anyway, that's fine. Play the adaptive here and the next Kumano. Comes as 2/2. Whack him in the face for 1. Azusa's Many Journeys. Opponent trying to ramp here. And they do into a blast zone that can actually already kill the adaptive. Kind of interesting. We hit a string of land. Flip a Kumano, hit our land drop. Play this out before combat to grow the adaptive. Opponent holds priority with the blast zone, perhaps a little unnecessarily. And continues to hold priority. Very joyful. And continues to hold priority with the blast zone. Why? Alright, let's see what their... is it turn 3 for them now? They gain 3 life. Alright, that's relevant. Invasion of Urgamam. Okay. Treasure, draw, discard. Be in all, be one. Maybe counters battles is what we're going for here. Play with fire, not what you want to see. Okay. I think they'll blast zone away all our 1-drops. We'll see here. Nope, they eat it all. Drop to 6, we get the Wayfinder trigger. I mean, it's playable. Sure. Land for turn, end here. Storm the Festival. Alright, hit or miss. Let's see what you got. We're basically presenting lethal here. We also have to play with fire damage. It's a land and a Koth. Koth kills one of these. Looks like we still have lethal though. They scoop without even knowing we play with fire. Funky deck for sure. On the play, looks good to me. Get that fast land down. Adaptive, negotiate, proliferate. Let's see how fast their start is. Mono red, do nothing. Okay. Attempt to grow here. I guess we could just Beast Caller instead. No stick yet. Alright, I mean, we're gonna have an explosive start on our side. They tap out for a Flame Breather. We get to chunk away a nice bit of damage here. Contaminator. Grow the board in the scoop. Yeah, let's go. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, a comment, and a subscribe. It helps out the channel so much. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.